We welcome you on a little bit late. We're just testing the audio here, folks. Just test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3, making sure our audio is coming through crystal clear. Getting ready for Red River versus Devil's Lake on KNOX Live Sports. What do you think, Ryan? Tonight should be a good game. Let's hear you test your audio here quick. Devil's Lake versus Red River, KNOX. Ryan Kuntz, Sam Jensen.
A lot of black and red out there tonight, huh? A lot of black and red.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
Now we will kick things off our coverage of North Dakota High School hockey on KNOX Live Sports. We're going to bring you through a condensed version of our pregame show. This pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment, true to our values and driven by you, your local John Deere dealer, and also Signature Graphics and Apparel. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life. Winding down the regular season of North Dakota High School hockey, Sam Jensen, I'll be doing play-by-play tonight. Alongside me is your well-known color commentator, Ryan Kuntz, for this matchup between the Rough Riders and the Firebirds of Devil's Lake. These two teams have played just earlier this month in their only regular season matchup of the season. The scoreboard maybe not indicative of the overall performance from that game. When you take a look at the box score, it was a 7-2 win for the Rough Riders. However, after two, it was just a 1-1 hockey game, so certainly some familiarity between these programs and a Devil's Lake team that's on the rise this year.
Yeah, they started off really well, didn't they? I mean, I think you mentioned they were 7-2. We saw them winning some EDC games. We saw them at one point, I think there were 2 or 3 in the EDC standings, and then they played Central tough, a 5-3 game against Central in Devil's Lake. And then the last couple weeks have been a little bit of a downhill spiral for Devil's Lake. So you're obviously going to have a hungry team who's going to always, come to Grand Forks and be ready to go. But a hungry team, they had to win their last game. So kind of back on the right side of things. But, hey, they need to get some points. This is 3 of them on the line tonight.
Exactly right. As I say this, we'll pull up our drive for the title. This drive for the title is a look at our EDC standings late in the year of 2025-2026 campaign. You mentioned Devil's Lake kind of being in a spiral the month of January. Their most recent game was a win over West Fargo, but before that, it was a 6-game losing streak. Devil's Lake still in the thick of things, though, as we're starting to sort these standings out down the final stretch. Of course, Grand Forks, Red River, Grand Forks Central will be 1 and 2. Grand Forks Central has a couple games in hand, or they've played less games than Red River has, so we expect them to be number 1 in the standings when the regular season comes to an end. Behind them, West Fargo Cheyenne. They have a victory over Red River this year. They have 21 points in the standings, and things continue to get tight. Fargo Davies, who brought Grand Forks Central to overtime at the Purper earlier this year, they have 18 points. And then there's Devil's Lake right in the thick of it with 16 points. Besides the fact that they were on a 6-game losing streak throughout the early parts of January, they're still right in the thick of it with 16 points, tied with Fargo North. Fargo Shanley close behind with 12 of their own, then rounding out the standings with Grafton Park River, West Fargo, and then Mayport, of course, not playing any EDC games. What are some of your takeaways when you look at these standings, Ryan?
Well, you see, like you mentioned, Red River at the top, but 2 games in hand on Central. So I think if you're Red River, you're probably thinking, okay, Central's going to win those games, so maybe this is a a race for second place. Not that they're looking ahead like that, because I don't think teams do that very often, but you got to think Red River's, but they've done a good job of sort of separating themselves from Cheyenne. So if they can't catch Central doesn't lose those games, they're well in second place, but obviously they're going to want to continue to play well as we kind of head towards the EDC tournament. And then for Devils Lake, like you mentioned it, I mean, they're tied with North in points. A win here tonight bumps them ahead of Fargo Davies. Is Davies on the score? Yeah, they play Grafton tonight. So just a tight race in the middle of that EDC like we always see, and at this time of year, every point matters.
That's exactly right, and you alluded to other games in action tonight. We have Grand Forks Central traveling to Fargo. I don't think they're playing at the Sun Mart, but they're playing Fargo Shanley. Fargo Davies playing Grafton Park River. West Fargo Cheyenne at Fargo North. That's a big game for the standings. And then, of course, the matchup we have here tonight between Red River and Devils Lake. Then a non-conference matchup between Mayport and Bagley-Foston. This is our look at the drive for the title, brought to you by Acme Tools, your local Kubota sales and service full-line dealer. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue to get ready for this matchup between the Rough Riders and the Firebirds on KNOX.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray.
Welcome back to our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. My name is Sam Jensen. Alongside me is Ryan Kuntz. And then behind the camera tonight is Kristen Spanger, a member of our camera team here at KNOX Live Sports. We're getting ready for this matchup between Red River and Devils Lake, making our way through this pregame show. The pregame show brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel and True North Equipment. True North Equipment will move right into our next elements, and that will be our tools of the game. These tools of the game are brought to you by State Farm Logan Karski Agency, building game plans to protect what matters most to you, the players that we're going to keep an eye on during tonight's matchup between Red River and Devils Lake. Starting off with the visitors, Weston Strummy, up there in points in the state. He has 35 on the season, 13 goals, 22 assists. Ryan, in your experience coaching, have you ever had Weston Strummy on your bench?
Oh, I had Weston this fall, and he's a great player. I mean, he is a big kid. He's strong. He's got a great shot. You know, kind of compare, if you want to think locally, kind of like Trey Clausen. Just a big body. If he gets that puck to the slot, if he gets it away from you and he lets one rip, at things more often than not in the net. Now you can see he's obviously having a good year, 35 points, some good numbers for Weston this year.
Weston Strummy leading the way for the Firebirds with 35 points. Also up there leading the Firebirds is Braxton Boleen. He has 19. Braxton Boleen coming from the blue line, so good point production from the defenseman. 8 goals and 11 assists. And then also Nash Riggin. Nash Riggin on that second line. They're separating Strummy and Riggin, the top 2 centers for the Firebirds. He has 18 points on the season, 5 goals and 13 assists. And then we'll turn our attention to our tools of the game for Red River, the home team tonight inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. Leading the way is Griffin Hoganson. It's a point race, though, just 2 points ahead of Caden Ulmer. Talk about both those players, Ryan.
Both impactful every single game, every single shift, and couldn't be more opposite in what they do, right? I mean, you got Griff Hoganson, just a big body. Hardly looks like he's moving out there, but he is. You'll see him slide by defensemen. I think it's those long strides being, 6'4", 6'5", whatever he is. Tough to judge his speed, but always around the net. Same thing, just uses his body so well to get the puck to the net. And then obviously Caden Ulmer, when you watch him play, like, he just pops off the page.
The speed
is just, it's tough to stop. And even if he's not scoring, the speed creates problems. I mean, we've seen him come out in shifts and just the forecheck, the pressure, just making defensemen have to make a bad decision quickly because here comes Caden Ulmer at you 1,000 miles an hour. So 2 different players, but obviously both having a ton of success this year. Both on different lines now, and we've seen that kind of help with Rivers' depth scoring for sure.
And you really took it off the tip of my tongue. It was going to be my next question. You talk about the 2 contrasting styles, both effective, as you can see on your screen, 41 points for Hoganson, 39 for Ulmer. But talk about the identity of the lines that Hoganson and Ulmer have and how they differ in their game plan to attack against other teams.
You know, I think Red River just kind of plays one way. I mean, I think all 3 of their lines just play that hard north style of hockey, get the puck in deep, speed through the neutral zone, and just attack the net. I mean, we talked about this last broadcast, but when they get the puck low below the dots, that's really their forte. And if they can establish that part of their game, they can use their defensemen in the offensive zone. It opens things up elsewhere, but they do a really good job of getting the puck to the net. The other name on that is Cale Grunberg, and he was the guy for the first 2-3 weeks of the season we saw, like, playing well, getting open, having chances, but the puck was not finding the back of the net. Now he's up to 26 points. I bet 20 of those are in the last month of the season.
Very interesting for Gruenberg, a player who's getting rewarded for the hard work he's been putting forth for the Rough Riders all season. As you can see on your screen, 26 points. A lot of those coming in the last month or so of the regular season for the Rough Riders, and even 13 goals and 13 assists. Other players with double-digit points. Talk about the depth for Grand Forks Red River. Breno has 23, Ross 22, Stetson Brown with 21, Holtberg from the back end with 19, Newbert with 19. Just depth all around for Red River. And like you mentioned, trying to pick your hockey brain to see if there is contrasting styles on these lines. But the more we watch this team, the more we realize they play one brand, and that's hard-nosed Rough Rider hockey this year.
100%, and I think the other names you mentioned are really important. We started off this season watching Red River. We're like, well, who's going to score for this team outside of Ulmer and Hoganson? And for a while, it was like, that doesn't look like anybody. But now, as Red River's gone on this tear recently offensively, averaging like 9 goals a game over their last 8 games or whatever it is, something crazy, you're seeing all these names. I mean, every night it's 5, 6, 7 guys getting goals, getting points, multiple points. So everyone's chipping in. They've become a really deep offensive team, which to start this year, I don't think we would have thought that.
Exactly right. And you mentioned the winning streak and how Red River has really gotten hot of late. Have that down on my cheat sheet here. Red River on a 5-game winning streak, outscoring their opponents 35-8 in that span. So averaging 7 goals a game in their last 5. This is our look at the tools of the game, brought to you by State Farm Logan Karski Agency, drawing up game plans to protect what matters most to you. Home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, bundle it all together with Logan at State Farm here in Grand Forks. We're going to take another break, hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll continue on with our pregame show, getting ready for Red River versus Devil's Lake on KNOX Live Sports.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System. which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Welcome back to our coverage of EDC hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. My name is Sam Jensen. Alongside me is Ryan Kuntz. We also have Kristen Spanger behind the camera as part of our operation this evening inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex in Grand Forks, getting ready for this matchup between Red River and Devil's Lake EDC hockey action. Making our way through this pregame show. The pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment, true to our values and driven by you, and Signature Graphics and Apparel. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life. Let's move forward to our next element of the pregame show, everybody's favorite, the keys to the game. Sponsored by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today, starting off with the visitors, strong in the defensive zone. And Ryan, we can understand why that's a key. They're going to be spending a lot of time in their D zone tonight.
They are. Red River is a team who, like we talked about, they like to get the puck low. 190 feet from their net is kind of where they like to do business, and they're, they put up shots. They do a really good job of controlling play in the offensive zone. So you're right, Devil's Lake is going to have to be really tough defensively. There's going to be some storms that they're going to have to weather, but you know what? Stay tight to the middle, protect your net, hopefully get a break or two, and like it says there, if you can, get a stretch pass, get going up the ice quick, and maybe catch Red River sleeping a little bit.
That's exactly right. Maybe Red River's defensemen are getting a little bit too eager offensively, aggressive on a pinch. Can Devil's Lake get a forward behind the defense and get a stretch pass for an opportunity on the rush after some strong defense, turning defense into offense? And our keys to the game for Red River, strong forecheck is key. We talked about that ad nauseum earlier on during this broadcast, and it's something we've talked about with the Rough Riders all season long. It really is their identity, playing strong below those circles.
It is, and they do such a good job with it, and that is their game plan. We've seen Red River have a ton of success doing that. I will say, so there are times where Red River kind of goes off script a little bit and kind of gets away from that part of their game, and that's when they get themselves in trouble. They are best when they stick to that just pressure, forecheck. That's when that's when they're the best Red River team they can be.
And also the depth of Red River is something that we've mentioned. We talked about all the players that they have in double-digit scoring, everybody's who's stepped up for Red River. And against most opponents in the state of North Dakota, they will have the depth advantage. The ponies that they have in the stable are always a plenty for this Rough Rider hockey program. Also maybe stay out of the penalty box. Devils Lake with a rather effective power play so far this year. 34% on the man advantage. That's an impressive power play unit for the Firebirds so far this year, and plenty of data as we're coming down the final stretch. So the Rough Riders are going to have to stay disciplined.
Yeah, for sure. And we've seen Red River in games get themselves into penalty trouble. I mean, that Central game comes to mind. A couple minutes left, they're tied, and they take 2 penalties in about 15 seconds and lose the game because of it. Thief River last weekend when we were doing that game got themselves in penalty trouble. Thief scored. So, yeah, you're right. Penalties are huge, but the depth is something that River has in their back pocket against most teams, like you said. I mean, we looked at the Thief River game when we did that game. We were so impressed by that Beadle, Seeger, Benke line. Now, they broke that line up a little bit, but point is they got a third line who can come out and do some damage.
100%. Once again, these are our keys to the game, sponsored by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today when you're in town for a tournament or before you leave town for when you're leaving town for road games. Stop by Jarrell Sports. Stock up on your stick tape, your sock tape, and everything else you need for the game. Jarrell Sports, the sponsor of our Keys to the Game segment on KNOX Live Sports tonight and all season long. We're going to take another break here. Word from our sponsors. We're getting closer to puck drop here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. This is Rough Rider Hockey on KNOX.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
We are just moments away from puck drop. That will wrap up our pregame show. Once again, brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. Real quick, we'll bring you through these starting lineups before we play the national anthem and get ready for puck drop. Starting lineup for Devils Lake. Forward line number 1, Thomas Lever. Centering that first line is Weston Strummy. And then also Ryland Swenson. Starting on the blue line is Caden McCarthy and Braxton Boline. And then in net for the Firebirds is going to be Matt Grau. Starting for Grand Forks Red River, it's going to be Blaze Newbert, Caden Ulmer, and then Cale Gruenberg. And then on the blue line will be Cam Irian, Colin Rost. And starting between the pipes tonight for Grand Forks Red River is Rylan Corinta. These starting lineups brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks, Grand Forks' #1 Fence Company. We're going to take a quick break. Hear word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have Puck Drop, Rough Riders versus Firebirds on KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
We are ready for puck drop, folks, inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex between Grand Forks, Red River, and Devil's Lake. Wrapping up our pregame show, getting ready for this action. It's Red River coached by Tim Scarperu, Devil's Lake coached by Landon Swenson. The refs tonight are Eric Golix and Zach Caroselli. Then on the lines will be Carter Dunstan. Nice uniform matchup on hand tonight. Feel like we say that every time. It always helps when at least one half of the equation is doing their part. And, of course, the team that we see more frequently is Red River, wearing their traditional white home uniforms with red breezers, gloves, and helmets with Riders written diagonally across their chest. Teddy Roosevelt on the shoulders. Devil's Lake wearing their business suits tonight, all black, adorned with Devil's Lake diagonally across the chest, trimmed in red. Just a short trip east down Highway 2 for Devil's Lake on this beautiful late January evening. We're ready for EDC hockey inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. My name is Sam Jensen. Alongside me is Ryan Kuntz. Behind the camera, we have Kristen Spanger. On the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. Put 17 minutes up on the clock. Linesman will make sure everybody's ready to roll, and we are underway. Devil's Lake wins the opening faceoff, but it's Red River dumping it deep. McCarthy swings it to Boline. Boline will then clear all the way down. It is going to be stopped by Carinta. He will leave it for Rost, who has it below his own goal line. Red River quick to move this one through center ice. It's Ulmer entering the attacking end on the far side. He's going to rifle a shot, and it's going to be a save made by the goaltender for Devil's Lake, Matt Grau. So that'll be our first stoppage just 25 seconds into the first period. That Red River getting the first shot on net. Grau looking solid.
There's that speed right away from Caden Ulmer. It's like Caden McCarthy just caught himself just in time to not get beat wide there by Caden Ulmer, but that's going to be a theme all night, I'm thinking.
Still able to get a shot off. Here's Devil's Lake trying to get it out of their zone. Doing so is Schumacher. Red River will regroup and commence their forecheck. There's McCarthy on the far side. Errant pass to Boline, who has to retreat. His clearing attempt's no good. It's Hoganson keeping it in the zone for the Rough Riders. Hoganson back to the point. Irion will fire a shot from the near side. It's blocked by Boline on the way. Gets deflected to the near corner. Devil's Lake will be able to clear out to center ice. Cam Irion will dump it back deep for Red River. Back to collect it is Cole Thompson. Devil's Lake is able to break it out to center ice, losing it in his skates there for Devil's Lake was number 5 for Weston Strummy. Right at the top of my line chart. Red River able to regain the zone. Big hit in the near corner. Delivered by Devil's Lake. Red River still on the attack. Playing this one is Grau. It's collected by Hoganson. Chasing it over to the far corner. That's Holtberg. And Red River is going to throw it back down low and start their cycle again.
You mentioned the big hit on Sloboda. I mean, that's one thing you know you're going to get from Devils Lake. They're going to finish every check. They're going to be hard to play against. That physicality is going to be present all night.
Here's Devils Lake finally getting it out of their zone. It's Strummy going coast to coast, trying to create a shot for himself. He has it poked away. He regains possession, makes his way back towards the center of the ice, loses it again. Sloboda collects it and moves it forward. Tired legs on the ice. Breno's going to deposit that one deep. The Rough Riders go for a line change on the fly. Devils Lake pass through the neutral zone is deflected, so icing is waved off. Sloboda skates it. He'll pass it over to the far side. Kolka on the far wall, throws it behind the Firebird net, comes to the near point. It's going to be Lucier holding the zone for Red River. Boline running into some pressure. He's going to give it to McCarthy. McCarthy not able to clear. Holding once again is Lucier. Devils Lake on the far side. That's going to be Boline. He's going to just flick it off the glass out into center ice. Devier not able to get it deep. Here comes the Riders coming back the other way. A shot on net is saved by Grau. That shot coming from Caden Banky. So we'll have a stoppage with just over 3 minutes gone in period number 1. Still 0-0. A shot has yet to be registered by the Firebirds. 3-0 in favor of the Rough Riders in that department.
Boy, Caden Benke had some ice to skate there, didn't he? It looked like Cole Thompson fell, and I don't think Benke realized it and ended up taking the shot from about 40 feet, but he could have walked right up to the doorstep if he wanted there.
Devils Lake, after the defensive zone draw, they're able to get it out to center ice, and they will dump it deep below the Rough Rider goal line. Cam Arian first one to it. He's going to utilize his feet and skate it all the way out to center ice. Entering the attacking zone, he loses possession. Coming back the other way is Devils Lake. Jackson Schumacher cross ice dump in. Chasing it down is Carson Hogness. Providing support is Hayden Volk. Red River gains possession. Quick breakout pass. Gruenberg weaving through center ice, trying to centering feed, but that's not able to find the streaking Newbert. Red River still with possession down low. It's Gruenberg in the far corner. Gruenberg looking for a centering feed. It's deflected by the Devils Lake defense, and they're going to pass it to the far wing, and flicking it out to center ice is Jackson Schumacher, collected immediately by Holtberg, and he'll ring it around all the way to the far near corner. Cole Thompson chasing it to the far wing. Holding the zone is Holtberg. Holtberg gets a return pass back to the point, over to the near side for Sloboda. Sloboda will send it down low for Ulmer. Comes back to the point. Holtberg fires a wrist shot. Blocker save is made by Grau. It goes up into the netting. So another stoppage, this time with 12:33 remaining in period number 1. Red River starting to really establish offensive zone possession these last couple of shifts.
Yeah, it was a great shift by that Ulmer line. I mean, him and Ulmer and Gruenberg just down there doing some great wall work. A pass out to the point, and Brecken Halpert so good at the blue line of just getting that puck, getting his body square, and getting shots through. It seems like every time Halpert takes a shot, it gets on net.
Holtberg was not able to control a bouncing puck there. Red River's going to have to retreat to get on sides. He's going to ring it around to the near half wall. Waiting for it is Hoganson. He'll send it back to all the way to the far hash marks. Holtberg unable to hold. Devils Lake gets it out to center ice. Once again, the Rough Riders having to regroup. Sloboda gets this one to Brown. He enters on the near wall. His centering feed finds Hoganson, and that's a goal for Red River. Beautiful play there. Stetson Brown getting connected with Griffin Hoganson, and he hammers that one home. Let's see if we captured that replay, brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. It is Brown entering on the near wall. He finds Hoganson on the far post, and he makes no doubt about it. It's Rough Riders 1.
Great speed by Stetson Brown hitting the zone there, but I mean, the real play was, and I wish I had saw what defenseman it was. Either Sloboda or Halpern made a really nice play in the neutral zone just to kind of get his forward, Stetson Brown, moving up the ice quick. It's that quick 15-foot pass and get your forwards going, and it turns into a goal. Great play.
Rough Riders score on their 5th shot of the game. It is Hoganson from Stetson Brown. And Sabota also getting credit with the secondary assist on that one, so it will be Hoganson from Brown and Sabota to give the Riders a 1-0 lead. They continue with the attack, same line out there. Hoganson brings it back to the near side. Beadall waits for it. They send it back down low. Beadall below the goal line, his centering feed, trying to get connected with Breno. Also whacking at it was Hoganson. Comes back to the point. Shot coming from Edmond, misses wide, comes back all the way to the near side. Lucier will hold the zone. Griffin Hoganson has it at the blue line. Redmond at the far side. Find Beadall at the far half wall. He'll give it right back to Edmond. Edmond finds Hoganson streaking towards the net. Has it in his skates. Not able to get a shot on net.
Great play by Edmond there. I don't think Hoganson was expecting that. It was such a nice pass.
Really good find by Edmond at the far point, finding Hoganson streaking to the net, not able to move it from his skates to his stick. Otherwise, what could have been a tap-in goal for the Rough Riders. Score remains 1-0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Just under 10:40 to go in period number 1. Here come the Riders in transition. Thor Seeger will pass it to Beadall, who chases it to the near corner. Gets rung around all the way to the far point. Colin Rost will go D to D, and then that deflection will go out of play, goes off of the stick of Cam Irian. So we'll have another stoppage with 10:25 remaining in period number 1, still 1-0. Red River leading Devils Lake.
Yeah, and they're doing exactly what we talked about pregame, right? They're just getting that puck low, working it low, kind of drawing in Devils Lake down, and then they kick it right back to the point. Their defensemen have all kinds of time to shoot, and game plan's working well so far for Red River.
Banky loses possession. Devils Lake will clear. Here's Riggin. Riggin has it taken away at the red line. Re-entering the attacking zone is Kolka. Kolka with a little hey, how are you? He's going to chase it below the goal line. He'll get some support from Seeger, who has it in the far corner. He's being pestered by the Devils Lake defense. Hogness at the far side, not able to clear for the Firebirds. Shot on net from Rost at the point. Seeing it the whole way was Grau, and he will cover it up. Just under 10 minutes to play in the first.
The other thing, too, that I'm seeing so far from Red River, I mean, their breakouts have been so good. It's one pass to the wing, right? D to the wing, and then the wing to the center, and then that center to another wing, and then they're getting people jumping in on the rush, and they're taking the puck from their defensive zone, and in 3 passes in 4 seconds, they're all the way down the ice. Oh, a goal.
A goal right off of the face-off. It's going to be Colin Ross scoring a play. It's a see if we captured that replay. A face-off win, then a D-to-D pass for a one-timer. We're going to see this entirely develop.
Great face-off win here.
Trying to see who the number was taking that face-off for Red River. We'll have that in our official scoring report.
Oh,
but Rost will hammer that one home. It looked like that puck stayed on the ice the entirety of the way. Red River takes a 2-0 lead. It's Colin Rost scoring for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure that puck came across clean to Ross. It looked like it was moving a little bit, so I think he just took a solid whack at it. Like you said, stayed on the ice, but found just inside the left post for a goal.
Cam Irian, and it was Caden Ulmer with that face-off victory. Win. So that was a complete team play. Secondary assist, probably the most crucial.
Face-offs are huge. We talk about it all the time.
Neutral zone face-off controlled by Devils Lake. Here comes Strummy on the rush. He's going to fire a shot. Carenta makes a save with his shoulder. Rebound goes to the far wall. There's a face-off victory in the neutral zone that turned into an opportunity for Devils Lake, but Carenta makes his first save of the night. Devils Lake dumps it back deep. Back to collect it for the Rough Riders is Sabota. Sabota will leave this one for Holtberg. Ulmer streaking through center ice, almost able to seamlessly get that one from about 3 feet behind him onto his forehand. But he's the first one to the puck, and Red River controls possession in the offensive zone. Holtberg being pestered at the blue line. Red River is going to have to retreat all the way back to their own end.
Another really impressive breakup by Red River.
Red River looking to break it out once again. Holtberg to Gruenberg. Gruenberg will go off of the glass, and after a deflection, still hanging out at the blue line. Finally stepping forward was Holtberg. He pokes it to Gruenberg, who enters on the far wall. He has that one taken away by Cole Thompson. Cole Thompson circling the net, passes it to Hodus. Hodus then will move that one to Connor. An odd angle shot comes all the way to the near wall. Hoganson will then immediately slide it to Gruenberg. 3-on-2 developing for the Rough Riders. Hoganson from the far face-off dot. Save is made by Grau, and he will hold on to it after a couple of whacks from some Rough Rider forwards. A good shot developing. It's 2-0. Grand Forks Red River leading Devils Lake on our All True Health System scoreboard. We have a media timeout, so we will take it with them. This is our coverage of EDC hockey on KNOX.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Welcome back to our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference on the KNOX Live Sports Network with our premier partners, Grand Trailer Sales and Rivard's Turf and Forage. It's the Rough Riders off to a 2-0 lead with under 8.5 minutes to play in period number 1. Our benchside correspondent, Ryan Kuntz, maybe just hearing a passionate speech from Landon Swenson. What's the message on the Firebird bench right now?
Yeah, always. I like our perch up here because you can kind of spy on the bench. I'm always curious. But what Coach Swenson was just saying is kind of what we're seeing is in the defensive zone for Devils Lake, you know, when Red River works that puck low, they're sucking down all 5 Devils Lake guys. Points are wide open. So his message was, wings, get out to the point, cover your man, take that option away, play 3-on-3 down low.
We'll see if the Firebirds respond to that message from their head coach, Landon Swenson. Good breakout pass to the near side for Schumacher. Schumacher gets pressed up against the Red River bench. Hoganson will then throw it below the Rough Rider goal line. Pass to the far wing for Breno. He'll skate it out of the zone. Devils Lake with a hit, and they'll throw it right back into the attacking end, but it goes out of play, so we'll have a neutral zone face-off with just under 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Shots on net 10-1 in favor of the Rough Riders.
Boy, I'm a sucker for simple plays, and right there Mason Breno gets kind of a tough pass on the wall to break out. Instead of trying to make a move or get cute, just chips the puck out of the zone, and that doesn't sound like much, but turnovers there kill you. We've seen Red River be guilty of it. We see all teams guilty of it, but just a really smart little defensive play there by Mason Breno.
Always an area of the ice where you want to avoid turnovers, and that's between the top of the circles and the blue line. Breno getting it out. Here's a chance for Devils Lake up front. Taking that one to the net was Nash Riggin, the sophomore.
Showing off some hands there.
He has 18 points on the season, does Riggin.
Nice little move, kind of walked through a couple of riders there and didn't get much on the shot. He was getting pestered, but good job of getting it to the net.
Line of Riggin, Hognes, Schumacher out there going against the top line for Red River. One of their top lines, we should say, with the depth that the Rough Riders have built. They clear off after the defensive zone draw victory. Retreating is going to be Irian. He'll pass it up to Stetson Brown. Over to the far side for Breno. Breno enters on the far wall, driving wide, trying to find Hoganson. Pass was broken up. Hoganson's shot misses wide, rings around to the near half wall. Cam Irian will hold the zone for Red River.
Really great play there by Breno. Better play by Braxton Boline to be in position and knock that puck away. That was going to be in the net if he doesn't make that play.
Good defensive play by Boline. He'll tip it forward to Riggin. He's going to dump that one deep, and the Firebirds will go for a line change. Gives Red River some time to try break this one out. We're going to go D to D over to the far side. Cullen Rost moves it forward to Hoganson. Hoganson runs into pressure at the red line. Hayden Volk will pass it through center ice. Gets deflected. Teams trading possessions here in between the blue lines. Hayden Volk, D to D pass to Thompson. Thompson moves it forward to Levers, has it taken away. Red River at their own blue line. It's Kolka. He'll drop it for Sabota. Sabota, D to D pass to Holtberg. Holtberg trying to give that one to Kolka. Instead, it's taken away. Devils Lake will try to break it out on the near wall. Levers skating with it. Levers moves this one over to Strummy. Strummy just being surrounded by Red River skaters.
Yeah,
has it taken away.
He's the guy you want to defend. When he gets the puck, you got to have 2 on him right away.
Red River dumps this one deep. Back to collect it as Thompson. Thompson takes a spill. Looking, could lead to an opportunity. Here's a shot from Seeger. Blocker save made by Grau. Devils Lake will clear the rebound out to center ice. Gruenberg collects it at the Devil's Lake blue line. His centering feed hits traffic, comes back to center ice. Red River will dump it back deep. Volk behind his own net. Being pressured, he's going to hand this one off. Comes to the near corner. Devil's Lake still whacking at it, trying to clear. Eventually they will. Doing so is Devier. Devier crosses the red line. He dumps it deep. Carenta's going to play it behind his own net. Finds Gruenberg at the far half wall. Nice touch pass. Oh, Ulmer. I thought he was going to be streaking through. Nice play by Caden McCarthy to stop the momentum from Caden Ulmer. There he is stepping up once again. Ulmer streaking through center ice. Gruenberg back to Ulmer on the far wall. He's going to give it back to the point. Shot from Lucier is going to be deflected. Gruenberg has it, takes it to the slot, looking for a feathery pass down low. It will go behind the net, comes back to the point for Edmond. Edmond's shot blocked up front by Bolin. He'll chase it to the near corner. Ulmer wins that puck race. He'll cough it up, however, and clearing will be Thomas Connor. He'll cross the red line, and the Firebirds will go for a line change. He did not cross the red line. I thought he would, had plenty of space to do so. But instead, tired legs on the ice, and he just cleared as soon as he possibly could. So it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Rough Riders with 4:37 remaining in the first period, a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, usually they give you a couple feet when you kind of whip it in the zone, but when you flip it from your spot, you're not going to get that that grace. So face-off and another face-off play by Red River. A huge shot. This time Ross to Erie. Last time it was Erie on to Ross.
Yep, vice versa this time. Exactly right. Took the words right out of my mouth. That was the second goal for Red River with just under 10 minutes remaining in this first period. It was Ross scoring with a feed from Irian after a face-off win by Ulmer. This time it's Hoganson winning it. Red River will throw it down low. Hoganson, a turnaround shot from Breno, and that will go into the shoulder of Matt Grau. He will hold on to it. Another offensive zone draw upcoming. These are becoming more and more interesting by the face-off in the O-zone for the Riders, really dominating in the face-off circle. Looking forward to reviewing that stat here at the first intermission break. This time it's Devil's Lake clearing after the defensive zone draw. Irian at his own blue line, retreating further backwards. He'll pass it to Rost, who takes it behind his own net. Pass over to the far side for Breno. Breno pass to the near wall. That one's broken up. Good play by Swenson, but Red River will still march forward into the attacking end. Hoganson back to the point for Irian. Irian slides it over to Rost. He fans on it initially, but is able to get this one deep to Breno. Breno touch pass.
Oh, it's loose.
Getting connected with Stetson Brown, still loose. Was getting ready to stop our clock here on our All True Health System scoreboard, but not fielding that one cleanly initially was Matt Grau, eventually able to hop on top of it, but not after a couple of Red River forwards get their whacks at it. An opportunity for Stetson Brown.
Yeah, that was close. We thought Grau had it, but it leaked through somehow, and I think that stopped on the red line and was scooped out by a Devil's Lake player. So, I mean, inches away from being 3-0.
Here's Ryland Swenson, cross-ice pass to the far side. Lever will poke it to Strummy. Strummy trying to find a path towards the net. His backhand shot saved by Carenta. Rebound, threat not done from Devil's Lake. Strummy still whacking at it right on top of the crease. It's whistled dead, no goal.
Oh, how did that stay out of the net?
That was dangerous. It was a turnover on the right side of the Red River net. And then it got poked to Strummy, who was all alone in front. Didn't have a whole lot of real estate to work with, but he was just whacking at it. Big save by Ryland Carenta, by far his biggest test of the night.
Yeah, Carenta went into pretzel mode there. I'm not sure how he's still standing, how his knees are intact after that, but great save.
A shot from the point, this one coming from Volk, save made by Carenta. Rebound comes to the near side. Devil's Lake still on the attack. They have that top line out there with Strummy, Levers, and Swenson. Goes to the far corner, chased down by Levers. Levers tries to center that one. Holtberg takes it away momentarily. He tries to work it up the far wall. This time he's going to retreat to the near side, giving it to Sabota. Sabota with a nice touch breakout pass. Kolka now entering the attacking zone. Kolker to Beadall. Beadall tries to go between the legs. Kolka whacks at it with his stick. Great save. We will capture that replay. Great effort by Matt Grau. Here's Kolka. Threat not done. Save made once again by Grau. Rebound collected by Strummy. He goes between his legs to give it to Levers. Levers tries to go one-on-one. Good defensive effort there for Red River's number 3, Alex McDonald. Big flurry of saves from Matt Grau on that latest sequence. Started with the nifty stick handling I believe that was Kyler Beadall making his way towards
He tried
the
to go between the legs on that one, and Kolk had a one-hander on the rebound that almost went in.
Boleen will clear. This one gets moved forward to Connor, who's whacking after it. McDonald throws it out to center ice. Now Newbert skating through the neutral zone, has to wait as Ulmer grows a little impatient, so Red River have to wait to be on sides. They'll dump it deep. Devils Lake turns it over at their own blue line. Ulmer gives it to Gruenberg. Gruenberg finding Ulmer on the back door, but it's just wide of the net. Ulmer, I believe, got a stick on that one as the puck had already passed the goal line on the far post. But a great opportunity. Cale Gruenberg and Caden Ulmer streaking towards the net on that last sequence. Here's Ulmer still on the ice. Far point, gives it to Gruenberg, working the blue line, has it in the high slot, has it on his forehand, shot is blocked. Thomas Levers getting in front of that one. Caden Ulmer trying to feed Newbert. Once again deflected. Colin Rost at the point. Ulmer top of the near circle. Nice backdoor pass to Gruenberg. Grau standing tall once again. Puck is still loose. Cam Irian near side Rost. He's going to wind up for a wrist shot. Grau makes yet another save. What a sequence for the Devils Lake goaltender, Matt Grau, the senior, standing on his head these last couple of minutes for the Firebirds to keep this a 2-goal game.
Wow. Wow. What a shift by that Ulmer line right there. I mean, you got Ulmer and Gruenberg, who are just, they're both kind of the same player, right? Quick, fast, creative. When those two get some time and space, this is what happens right there. I mean, I don't know how Grau kept all those out of the net, but he did. Up to 21 shots now for Red River.
A handful of great opportunities, like you mentioned on that last shift. Great work from Ulmer and Gruenberg out there. Also, Blaze Newbert on that line. Red River still with it in the offensive zone. Devils Lake desperately wanting this period to end. Just 40 seconds remaining in the period. They're going to clear this one out into the stands. It will be a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Firebirds with 41 seconds remaining in the first period. They really just want this buzzer to go off so they can go to the locker room and hopefully with just a 2-goal deficit.
Yeah, they need a hard reset here, and then I hear the coaches down here again tell them the Devils Lake Wings get on the rider defenseman, but I'll tell you what Red River does, and they do it really well, is they bring that third forward up high. They kind of roll 3 guys up top, and it makes it really hard to defend because you don't know who's got the puck, right? You have 2 guys high defensively, but you also have 3 guys high offensively, and so it creates confusion, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Doing it for their opponents for the last 6 games and basically for the whole second half of the season have the Rough Riders. Once again, causing Devils Lake fits. Here's an opportunity this time for Breno, but standing tall once again is Grau. He'll make the save with just 14.8 remaining in the first period. Yet another defensive zone draw upcoming for the Firebirds.
Yeah, Grau doing a really good job of kind of getting out on top of the paint and really taking away angles. I mean, we've seen Red River kind of put a bunch of pucks in his chest, but he's out so far on some of these, around the net plays that there's nothing to shoot at. So good job by him so far.
Ulmer backhand trying to center this one. It goes back to the point. Edmond back down low for Ulmer. Just 5 seconds remaining in the period. Edmond gets blown up at the blue line on the near side. No penalty on the play. The final buzzer goes off. We will end with a score of 2-0 after the opening 17 minutes here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. It's Red River 2, Devils Lake 0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. We're going to take a break. Hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll bring you through a scoring summary, show you the highlights that we have available, and break down the first period between Red River and Devils Lake, our coverage of EDC hockey on KNOX.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics, we craft your vision, you watch it come to life.
you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray it.
Welcome back to our coverage of EDC hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're in the first intermission report after Grand Forks Red River scored 2 in the opening period and keeping Devils Lake off of the scoreboard. This intermission report brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, and also High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. What we're going to do is bring you through a scoring summary and show you the highlights of both of these goals that were scored in that first period. Also a big save from Rylan Carenta, a big scrum in front of the net. But first, the scoring summary, starting off at the 5:01 mark of that first period. It's Griffin Hoganson scoring on a nice play. Stetson Brown finding him on the far post, getting a secondary assist on that goal was Caden Sabota. That made it 1-0 at the 5:01 mark of that first period. And then the second goal and the final one of the opening frame for Red River, a nice face-off play. Face-off won by Caden Ulmer, back to Cam Irian. Irian slides it over to Colin Rost, and he hammers it home on the near side. And that is where we currently stand. Red River leading Devils Lake by a score of 2-0. That scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. They light the lamp, and indeed it does shine brighter. No penalties in that first period, but the score still 2-0. Ryan, what are some of your takeaways after that opening period?
Yeah, Red River did a great job in a couple different areas. I mean, obviously the offensive zone was phenomenal. I mean, 2 goals on 23 shots. They probably could have had 3 or 4 more, but Grau was all over it. The other thing that really impressed me, we talked about it, was the breakouts for Red River have been so clean. They're doing such a good job of just making those quick passes, right? You can always pass the puck quicker than you can skate it. They're not trying to be cute. It's make a pass, find the wide guy, and then get going up the ice. The other thing they did really well was they kind of passed themselves out of trouble a few times. If they didn't have anything in front of them, they spun it back, regrouped, and came at it again. And they did a really good job in the neutral zone. I'll tell anyone to listen, if you control between the blue lines, in most games you're going to win that game. I mean, that really is where the game is decided, is in the neutral zone, and Red River did a great job that period in the neutral zone.
Grand Forks dominating in every facet. Like you said, the neutral zone playing strong in their own end, and then really applying a lot of pressure in the offensive zone for Grand Forks Red River in that opening period. Shots on net 23-6 in favor of the Rough Riders. Matt Grau with 21 saves, and in the last 5 minutes he probably made 10 to maybe even 15. Talk about his performance in the final stages to keep the Firebirds in this one.
Yeah, he was great because, like you said, those shots came in quick in the last part of that period, and it felt like every one was, from inside 15 feet. He was moving left to right. He was kicking out rebounds. He was making the saves on those. Had some help from his defenders on a couple of those plays, but I think that period break was exactly what DL needed to get off the ice, get back to the locker room, and see if they can't reset a little bit and come up with a different game plan, because right now what they're doing is not working.
Exactly. And we talk about the depth a lot all season long for Red River. Is there a line that's really stood out for you tonight?
Well, the Grunberg-Ulmer line looks like they're buzzing tonight, but, Griff Hoganson looks like Griff does every night. Just controls the puck so well in the offensive zone. That third line had a couple of good shifts. Seeger had a great shot on net. Kolka had a couple chances. Beadall factored in on that really nice play that we saw where he tried to go between the legs I think he was out there with Seeger and Kolka. I don't think he was out there with his line, but
I think we captured a replay. Let's see if we're able to take a look at that. Brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. We did capture that, so this is a great play. Entering the attacking zone was Beadall, trying to go between the legs, but the stop is made, looking for a highlight reel goal. And then at the end there, you can see Kolka whacking at it with just his one hand. But that's another example of Matt Grouse standing tall. Beadall just running out of real estate, was kind of out of options, and it really shows his talents, and that's a third-line player. We were just talking about those top two lines. Really hard to say there's one true top line for this Red River team with the depth that they have and the stars throughout their lineup.
And I think that was the idea with Tim Scarpert earlier in the year when he broke up Hoganson and Ulmer.
Right.
It was, hey, let's balance this out a little bit, kind of match skills a little better, because now you have – right, you have Ulmer and Grunberg, like we said, two crafty players. Then you got big body with Newbert, who kind of does some of the dirty work for that line. And then the Hoganson line, I mean, Griff does what he does. Breno's a factor on the forecheck. And then Brownie's got some speed. He can forecheck too. I mean, so I think it really worked out for Red River to kind of break those two up and solidify two lines instead of saying, hey, this is our top line, you know, come get us. Now you gotta figure out two of them.
Red River all over the ice tonight, and it's everybody contributing in terms of the pressure that they are applying. It's 2-0, Red River leading Devils Lake on our All-True Health Systems scoreboard. This first intermission report brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we will be ready for puck drop to start period number 2, our coverage of North Dakota High School hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We're just moments away from the beginning of period number 2 here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. My name is Sam Jensen. Alongside me is Ryan Kuntz. The Rough Riders leading the Firebirds after the opening 17 minutes by a score of 2-0. Inside the arena, I believe it's fan appreciation night tonight. We got a nice raffle over there, some great prizes to be won. So for those of you watching on KNOX Live Sports, very appreciative of you tuning in to our coverage. But the fans inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex tonight being treated for their fandom all season long, we should say.
Heard there was pizza.
Free pizza maybe even as
I
well?
thought taco in a bag, but I was told it was pizza.
Man,
So-
if we had our counterpart, Ryan Cunningham, who, by the way, tonight is doing a wrestling match. We have Grand Forks Central taking on West Fargo Cheyenne. I figured he must have known if he would have asked us to cover that assignment, we would have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. So we're covering hockey. It's Red River playing Devils Lake. Let's pull up that drive for the title that we looked at in the pregame show. And Devils Lake, after their win earlier this week over West Fargo, that broke a 6-game losing streak for them, but they are still number 5 in the conference right now, tied with Fargo North at 16 points. Earlier this season, Devils Lake lost to Red River, so this will be the second and final game between these two teams in the regular season. The Rough Riders beat the Firebirds 7-2 in Devils Lake. That one just took place on January 19th. However, it was a 1-1 hockey game after 2 periods of play. Also in action tonight, we have Grand Forks Central taking on Fargo Shanley. Fargo Davies traveling to Grafton Park River. West Fargo Cheyenne taking on Fargo North, and then it's Mayport playing at Bagley Foston. After the second period, we'll see what we can do to pull up those scores on NorthDakotaHighSchoolHockey.com, so please do stick with us after this second period. We're going to take one final break of this intermission report. When we come back, we return for Red River Hockey on KNOX.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto.
Welcome back. We're just moments away. Here is puck drop to start period number 2. Red River going from left to right on your screen. Devils Lake going from right to left. And it is Red River controlling possession and dumping it deep after the center ice face-off. Doing so is Gruenberg. Devils Lake trying to work that near wall. And they're going to have a nice breakout pass to the far side where Boleen will cough it up at his own blue line. Ulmer moves it forward to Newbert. Newbert on the far wall throws a shot on net. Save is made by Grau, and he'll hold on to it. We'll have a stoppage just 22 seconds into this middle frame. Red River after a 2-goal performance in that first period with a 2-0 lead on our All True Health System scoreboard. This faceoff will be taken to the right of senior goaltender Matt Grau.
Wasted no time getting that 24th shot on the board. Newbert from distance. I think he was looking for Ulmer on a rebound there, but Grau was able to glove it and hang on.
Red River trying to just attack the net. Devils Lake getting in the way. Rough Riders still with possession. Rost at the near point. He will dump it deep. Gruenberg waiting for it. Gruenberg in the slot looking for a tip. Rebound. Newbert makes the save. Second. Still a no
Where's
goal.
the puck?
Puck is on the far side. Just a flurry. Could have swore that went in on the second attempt. Another great sequence of saves from Matt Grau. Not the first time he's done that tonight. Turnover at the blue line for Red River. Here comes Levers. He gets forced to the near corner. Thought maybe that was offsides. I agree with you there, Ryan. Devils Lake trying to force it to that near post. Gets poked free to the near side. Picking that one up for is Red River, and they're going to take it all the way into the attacking end. Weston Strummy will collect it behind his own goal line. Pass to the far side. Looking to get connected, and it will go on the stick of Thomas Connor at the Red River blue line, but he will lose possession. Holtberg to Sabota. Hoganson trying to whack at that one. Strummy moves it forward right onto the stick of Holtberg, who moves it forward to Hoganson, and he will dump it deep. Chasing it to the far corner is Hayden Volk. He makes a nice move. His pass to the near side. Good breakout for Carson Hogness. Pass actually behind its intended target. Stepping up is Holtberg. Now he has it at the blue line. He's in the slot. Pass to the far side, trying to get connected with Stetson Brown. He loses an edge, falls to the ice. Devils Lake collects possession. They cross the red line and dump it deep. Sabota behind his own net. He'll leave it for Hoganson. Another nice breakout there for Red River. Comes to the near side. Breno streaking towards the net. Nice pass to the far side. Grau makes another spectacular save. This time that one goes against Sabota for Red River, but it will be a penalty, our first of the night, going to the box for the Firebirds. Unsure on who it is going to be. It looks like it's going to be number 2, Cole Thompson, the junior defender for Devils Lake, serving 2 minutes for hooking with 14:30 remaining here in the second period. Our first look at the Rough Rider RBB Electric power play.
Just got a stick on Breno as he tried to sneak through. Still got through and
Shot was blocked. That's Strummy getting in the way. Strummy providing pressure at the blue line. It leads to a turnover. Here comes Thomas Levers. He's just going to throw it into the far corner. So Sabota puts a body on Levers. Allows Irian to pick it up. He passes it to the near side. Breno enters the attacking end. He'll ring it around all the way to the far point. Sabota has it there. Evading pressure at the blue line. Comes to the near side. Breno has it at the top of the near circle. Breno, one-timer at that spot. Rebound, and it's a goal. Grand Forks Red River hammers it home on the man advantage, and it is 3-0. Red River over Devils Lake. Leading the handshake line is Sabota. We'll await the official announcement from the public address announcer. Let's look at the replay. Brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency.
Yeah, great job by Breno here. Dishes it low, then finds space, gets the puck back, takes the shot, and Caden Sabota. I love that they put that big defenseman net front on that power play. Get him out there, cause some problems, be a screen, and hey, you might get a rebound or two when you're out there too.
Sabota hammers it home. Breno should be credited with at least one of the assists. And here's the official announcement. Didn't officially hear. I had a tough time hearing who got the secondary assist, but we know it was Sabota. Caden Sabota getting the third goal of the night for Grand Forks Red River. The primary assist being credited to the senior Mason Breno. Devils Lake looking for a response. Cole Thompson's shot from the point hits traffic, and like you said, bouncing its way on frame. Good positioning by the senior netminder, Rylan Carinta. He controls that one on his left pad and holds on to it for a stoppage. Devils Lake, good response shift after Red River gets their third goal.
And that was just a shot from the point, and it hit somebody on the way, and Carinta was moving to his right. That puck went back to his left, and he was able to kind of maintain his left pad strong and made the save. Really tough on those pucks that change directions.
Red River is able to clear, providing pressure at the Devils Lake blue line. Newbert gains possession. He's going to cough that one up at the red line. Schumacher enters the attacking zone. He actually dumps it deep, but to delayed offsides. Devils Lake has to regroup. Teams fighting for possession at the Rough Rider blue line. Caden Sabota has it. Pass all the way up to the red line. Gruenberg moves it to Gruenberg. Gruenberg shot, that's Ulmer rather. Save is made by Grau. Rebound goes to Hayden Volk. Hayden Volk gets the return pass from his defensive partner, Cole Thompson. Thompson, of course, a very famous last name in Devils Lake hockey. Not sure if there's any relation, but I'll take an educated guess and say maybe there is between Cole Thompson and...
Is it spelled the same? I was looking
at
that.
I don't think so. I think there was a P in Keaton Thompson.
Keaton Thompson, there was a P.
We're thinking of the Thompson family.
Could be a
legacy
typo.
With Devils
Could be a
Lake.
typo too, you know.
We'll just assume. So move forward with the narrative that there's a familial relation there.
I like it.
Neutral zone draw won by the Riders, but it's blocked at the blue line by Devils Lake's Braxton Boleen. Boleen drops this one for Schumacher. His centering feed broken up by Irian. Breno's breakout pass is broken up. Devils Lake scrambling for possession. Comes to the near corner. Colin Rost will give it to Irian. Irian then leaves it for Brown. He tries to work that far wall. Boline whiffs on it. Here's a 2-on-1 for Red River. Here comes Hoganson. Hoganson gives it to Breno. Glove save made by Grau. Another big save by the goalie for Devils Lake. He's up to 27 on the night. We're not even halfway through the game. Breno gets connected.
Wow.
That's a goal for Stetson Brown. Red River makes it 4-0. Stetson Brown from Mason Breno. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency. This one coming with 11:41 remaining.
Boy, this is just a great play by Stetson Brown. You can see him. He's the third forward high, and he just kind of follows the play, creeps into that soft spot, finds a good open ice spot. Breno finds him, and a great shot by Brown. Far side, low post. Really good luck there.
Brown from Breno, and the Rough Riders have blown this one wide open. 4-0 with just under 11.5 to go in the middle frame. Devils Lake really needs a response. They'll need this next one if they want to keep this competitive. Here's Beadall. Beadall trying to find his way towards the slot, trying to flip it up to himself. Instead, it goes over to the far corner where the teams fight for possession. Comes to Cole Thompson now on the near side. Cole Thompson will whack it over to the far side. Hayden Volk chases it down. He'll skate it out of his defensive zone, passes it forward onto the stick of Thomas Connor, and he will dump it deep. Firebirds will go for a partial line change. Devils Lake re-entering the attacking zone. That one's poked away at the last second. Good defensive play by Lucier. Shot. Blocker save made by Quarenta. Rebound collected by Red River. Seeger enters the attacking zone after receiving a cross-ice pass. His long-range shot, he takes a hit as he gets that one off. Goes wide. Devils Lake clears. Holtberg will dump it back deep for Red River. Grau leaves it for Boline. He's going to turn it over below the goal line. Gets run around all the way to the far corner where Sabota is going to keep it in for Red River. Comes back to the point. A shot coming there from Grand Forks. Red River gets blocked. They're going to have to retreat back to their own blue line. Devils Lake having to put on pause their attack to get onside. Here's Blaze Newbert skating to open ice. Hands it to Ulmer. Ulmer below the goal line looking for a centering feed. It goes all the way to the far wall. Collecting this one is Schumacher. He's going to cross the red line, dump it deep. Goes on net. Quarenta will elect to hold on to it. And we will have a stoppage and immediate timeout. The Rough Riders blowing this one open inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. It's Red River 4, Devils Lake 0 on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Welcome back to our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. Under 10 to play here in the second period. Red River scored 2 in the opening frame. They've scored 2 in the middle frame. Ryan, have any scores from around the state to give us any updates on?
No, with the early start, we're going to have to wait maybe until the intermission.
That's exactly right. An early start got moved up to 6 o'clock here this evening, originally scheduled for 7. All the other games around the state likely starting at 7. No JV game here tonight this evening inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. That's what resulted in an earlier start time.
Looks like Cheyenne and North might have just dropped the pucks. That's in progress, but nothing to report there.
Colin Ross behind the net. Pass to Breno, who chases it down. He'll whack it into the Devils Lake bench, so we'll have a stoppage. Should result in a neutral zone draw. It will be a defensive zone draw for the Riders, taken to the right of Rylan Quarenta. Quarenta stopped all 9 shots he's seen tonight. A couple of scary ones, but he's stood tall in all the tests that he's seen.
Yeah, he hasn't had it hasn't been volume, right? But there's been, 3 or 4, the bouncy puck, the tips, the Stromey on the rebound. There's been a couple close calls.
Devils Lake wins this faceoff back to Thompson. He's going to deposit it back down low. Ulmer gains possession, and he's going to throw this one all the way down the length of the ice. Icing, however, is called off. Hayden Volk wins that puck battle. Good pressure being applied by Stetson Brown. He works it back to the point. Shot from Cam Arian.
Boy, that just missed, huh?
It really did. Stetson Brown able to stop what would have been a Weston Strummy breakaway. Good active stick. Griffin Hoganson over to Brown. Hoganson almost receiving that return pass. He still has possession. Backhand wraparound. Puck still loose on the far side. Picked up by Thomas Lever. He moves it forward right onto the stick of Arian, and he'll dump it back deep for Red River. Devils Lake having a tough time against this Red River forecheck. Strummy behind his own net. Cole Thompson has it in the far corner. Cole Thompson with room to skate. Passes it to the near side for Lever. Lever gets it to Strummy. Could have been a chance for Devils Lake as Thompson was streaking towards the net. Here's the Riders coming back the other way. Thor Seeger chasing it to the far corner. It's going to be Braxton Boline collecting it for the Firebirds. He'll chip it off the glass and not out. Red River is able to hold the zone, but it goes off the face mask of Devils Lake's number 11, Rylan Swenson. Comes out to center ice, eventually collected by Kolka. Kolka on the far wall, loses possession, still not out. Red River shot hits traffic into the skates of Deviere, and he will skate it out to center ice. Deviere at the Red River blue line, dumps it below the goal line of the Rough Riders. They're quick to go D to D to Sabota. Sabota moves it forward to Kolka, another effective breakout for Red River. Kolka chases it to the far half wall. It's collected by Devils Lake's Caden McCarthy. Breakout pass through the neutral zone. Goes to Sabota. Sabota moves it forward. Looking to make a move towards the net there for Red River was Caden Banky. He loses possession. A shot from near the red line coming from Braxton Boline is gloved by Rylan Carinta. He'll hold on to it. We'll have a stoppage with 7:20 remaining. Here in the second period, things have started to slow down here from the Red River attack.
Maybe I wouldn't say take their foot off the gas, but just making sure they're defensively responsible. When you watch Red River's forecheck, especially in the offensive zone, and what you'll notice is they have a third forward that almost plays as a third defenseman. Their third forward is almost at the blue line, and what they ask then is that their defenseman will pinch down on everything on the wall. That third forward's always back, and you can see Red River just making sure that third guy is always high. There's no odd mans going the other way.
Devils Lake here maintaining some solid offensive zone possession. The Rough Riders doing a good job of keeping the puck to the outside, not really allowing any opportunities. Still chasing it down in their own end, however, are the Rough Riders. Finally collecting this one for Red River. That was Blaze Newbert to Cale Gruenberg. Gruenberg on the near slot. To the far side. Ulmer whacks at it. Save made by Grau. Another nice lateral movement from the senior goalie for Devils Lake, making a save on the rush for Red River. Comes back to the point. Lucier's shot goes on to the stick of Boline. He's not able to clear. Keeping it in the zone is Gruenberg. Nice display of stick handling. His shot gets deflected. Threat not done. Ulmer has it at the bottom of the near circle. His shot to Newbert. Open in the low slot. Goes over the net. Devils Lake collects the loose puck and gets it out of the zone.
Gruenberg with the hands tonight, huh? We saw about 3 or 4 nifty little stick handles in that shift.
How he kept that puck in the offensive zone. That was like stick handling in a phone booth.
It was about 3 times that thing looked like it crossed the blue line, but he kept it in.
A shot from the far point is going to be a save made by Grau, and we will have yet another media timeout. We'll be back. It's still Red River 4, Devils Lake 0 on the KNOX Live Sports Network.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
Welcome back. That media timeout brought to you by Eagles Crest. Head south for your next dining experience connected to the clubhouse at Kings Walk Golf Course in South Grand Forks. Eagles Crest Bar and Grill open 52 weeks out of the year, whether it's golf season or not. Check out their specials that are available, lunch and dinner, on a daily basis.
I heard they have a great brunch Sundays at Eagles Crest.
Another great special for Eagles Crest. I believe that's officially what's in the live liner, is to promote their brunch special on Sunday. Ryan Kuhn's taking care of that for us. All over it. Company
nice
man,
play.
Here's a shot for Red River. They still maintain offensive zone possession. Rost has it. Trying to leave that one for Hoganson. Still able to dump it deep, however. Goes below the goal line. Breno is able to feed this one up front for Stetson Brown. His shot misses wide. Good job by Colin Ross to hold the zone on the near side. Arian steps up to the far wing. He gives it to Breno. Breno from behind the net. Hoganson whacks at it. Stick save made by Grau. He steers it to the far corner. Red River still with possession. Hoganson with all sorts of room. His shot misses high and wide. Deflection goes to the far wall. Cam Arian gets taken down. No penalty on the play. Weston Strumley finally scoops it up for Devils Lake. Strummy, nice backhand pass. Gets connected with Thomas Levers. Levers drops it for Ryland Swenson. He gets taken down. Loose puck goes to the far corner. Cam Arian over to Colin Rost. Breno with a cross-ice pass to the far side. Hoganson streaking towards the net. That's going to be a hooking penalty. Devils Lake will go to the penalty box. Grand Forks Red River will have their second chance at the RBB Electric Power Play, where they're 1-for-1 on the night. Great shift there from the Rough Riders.
Yeah, and a great play by Hoganson to draw that penalty. I mean, through the neutral zone, just chips it wide and then drives hard middle. Cole Thompson had no choice but to kind of get in Griff Hoganson's hands, because if not, he's free and he's getting that puck back. So one of those penalties you kind of had to take.
We'll see if Devils Lake is able to kill off this penalty. Like we mentioned, the Rough Riders 1-for-1. That goal coming here in the second period. It was Sabota scoring that man advantage goal earlier on. Here's another chance right in the slot. Believe that was Hoganson. No, it was Gruenberg. Ulmer below the goal line to Gruenberg. His short-range shot gets deflected.
I thought that hit the net.
It's going to be, here we go, we play on. Jackson Schumacher, partial breakaway. Good back check by Holtberg. Schumacher going coast to coast. It appears maybe some Red River players thought that went into the netting as well.
I thought that hit the net, and I think Red River kind of pulled up because they thought the same thing.
Ulmer driving wide, backhand centering feed, gets deflected. He'll chase it to the near half wall. Holtberg providing support there as well. It will be Holtberg leaving this one for Rost. Hoganson back to Holtberg, working the blue line. Back to Hoganson. Hoganson coming downhill. He'll retreat back towards the point to Holtberg. A minute remaining on the power play. Ulmer on the far post. Gives it to Gruenberg. Another short-range save is made by Grau. Perhaps a premature whistle. Net must be off.
I think net, yeah.
Net was ever so slightly off, and we have a whistle. Flurry of opportunities there for Red River, not able to whack it home. Just 58 seconds remaining on the power play.
So you can see the maturity throughout the year of this power play for Red River. I mean, the power play, especially when Hoganson's out there, is they like to put him on his offhand, get him the puck high, and then he can come downhill and take a shot. But what you're seeing now from Red River a lot more is he's not taking that shot. He's moving the puck in. He's looking far side. He's looking for that bumper guy in the middle. And they're hitting on it several times tonight.
Here's that second power play unit for Red River. Arian over to the far side. Sabota, the goal scorer on the man advantage earlier this period, has that one taken away by Bolin. Good body positioning from the senior defenseman. He will clear all the way down the ice. Carenta leaves it behind his own net. Scooping it up is Arian. Arian's pass ahead of Breno. It's going to be dumped all the way down by Caden McCarthy. Once again, Carenta will leave it. Just 15 seconds remaining on the RBB Electric Power Play for Grand Forks Red River. Breno working through traffic in the neutral zone. Skating, taking it to the slot, has it taken off of his stick, and Devils Lake once again clears all the way down. And we're 5-on-5. Devils Lake able to kill off that penalty. A hooking minor assessed to Cole Thompson. Just 2.5 remaining in this second period. Grand Forks Red River leading by a score of 4-0. Volk dumps this deep for the Firebirds. Irian's the first one on it for Red River. His good active stick by Nash Riggin to break up that breakout pass from Red River. Sabota regroups from behind his own net. Pass to the near side, Kyler Beadle. Riggin once again with another turnover. His shot gets blocked up front. Moving it forward, Thor Seeger is going to chase this one all the way down, and it's not going to be enough to negate the icing. This will come all the way back to the Red River end. That was a good shift there from the sophomore Nash Riggin.
I will say this period, we've seen a lot more push from Devils Lake, especially in the offensive zone. There was very few sustained, pressure sustained shifts in the first period, but this period's been a little bit better. But Red River does a pretty good job kind of clogging the middle and breaking up plays, and they've kind of kept Devils Lake to the outside.
Ulmer wins this face-off back to Lucier. He steers it to the near wall. Volk has his shot tipped. That one was tipped by Devier. Devils Lake continuing that push that you're talking about. Lucier's going to take it to the far side. He passes it forward, and then taking this one out is Newbert. Newbert on the far wall. His odd angle shot. Shoulder save is made by Grau. Red River still with possession. Still Blaze Newbert. Blaze Newbert entering the slot. Backhand shot. His own rebound. 2 consecutive shots from Newbert. Still attacking the net. Backhand shot. This one hits traffic, and it's going to be cleared by Devils Lake. Blaze Newbert trying to do it all himself on that shift.
That was kind of a odd play. He walked in, took a shot, from 15 feet, and somehow he was the first guy to his own rebound, and back-to-back saves there for Grau.
Devier, far side, not able to get it deep, but here's a turnover for Red River in their own end. Leads to a shot for Devils Lake coming from Rylan Swenson. Making the save is Carinta. Right into his chest. He'll hold on to it. 57.6 remaining here in the middle frame. Devils Lake starting to put together a couple of good shifts. Red River still getting their opportunities. But Devils Lake starting to have more of a sustained forecheck in the later stages of this middle frame.
Yeah, I think if you're Devils Lake, you'll take that shot. But, Swenson, if you would have looked up, he had Devier kind of in the high slot all by himself. Might have been a better option to pass that off, but a shot is a shot nonetheless.
Just 40 seconds remaining in the period. Red River looking for another. It's Griffin Hoganson entering the attacking zone, but doing so offsides. So it will be a neutral zone draw with just under 40 seconds remaining here in this middle period. Griffin Hoganson will take the neutral zone draw up against Weston Strummy, the leading scorer for Devils Lake, the junior. Hoganson wins it back to Rost. Rost over to Holtberg, the assistant captain. Gets taken down, no call. Devils Lake tries pass it over to the far wall, and that will be, thought it could have been an icing. It's waved off at the last second. Red River will now have to break it out. Weston Strummy providing pressure in the near corner. Sliding in was Colin Rost. He makes the nice initial breakout pass, goes over to the far side. Devils Lake whacks at it at their own blue line. Rost regroups to the near side for Breno. Just 5 seconds to get a shot off. His centering feed looking for Hoganson on the far post. One good last opportunity, but they will stay at 4 after the opening 34 minutes. It's Red River leading Devils Lake by a score of 4-0 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. We're going to head to our second intermission report. When we come back, we'll show you highlights from that second period, bring you through a scoring summary, and get ready for period number 3. This is our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Welcome back to our coverage of North Dakota High School hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're in the second intermission report. After 2 periods, it's Red River leading Devils Lake by a score of 4-0. This intermission report brought to you by our partners at Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the men of steel since the 19th century, and also High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. Right now, we will bring you through a scoring summary of that second period, show you the highlights of both of those goals that were scored, both coming from Red River. The third goal for Red River coming at the 3:10 mark of that middle period on the power play.
Pressure at the blue line.
Good pressure, the entire man advantage.
Breno has it at the top of the near
on the far side. The assist.
Breno, one-timer at that spot. Rebound, and it's a goal. Grand Forks, Red River hammers it home on the man advantage, and it is 3-0.
They had one more chance on the man advantage. Were not able to take advantage there, so they're 1 for 2 on the power play. Then this is the fourth goal. This one scored by Stetson Brown, the assist coming from Mason Breno, and that brings us to where we currently stand, a score of 4-0 in favor of the Rough Riders over the Firebirds. On our All True Health Systems scoreboard, that scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. They light the lamp, and indeed it does shine brighter. Trust the employee-owned electrical company. Bergstrom Electric for your home projects and commercial builds, the sponsor of our scoring summary tonight and all season long on KNOX Live Sports. My name is Sam Jensen. I'm doing play-by-play for us this evening. Alongside me is our color commentator, Ryan Kuntz. Behind the camera, we have Kristen Spanger. And Ryan, after 2 periods of play, we're really starting to see the Rough Riders flex their muscle.
Yeah, they kind of took what happened in the first period and just kind of carried it on into the second period. I mean, it's just real. I mean, everything, they're doing everything right. I mean, everything is simple. Everything is kind of, I wouldn't want to say safe, but they're making the smart play every single time. They're not giving Devils like any turnovers or any freebies or anything like that. And then in the offensive zone, I mean, they're just buzzing the tower on Grau right now. I mean, he's had to make, we were just talking about it. I mean, it's not even the quantity of saves he's had to make, because that's still high.
Yep.
It's the quantity of quality saves he's had to make. And a lot of those lateral movements, you know, Red River's looking to go cross crease, to get him moving left to right, right to left, take that shot, and he's been there almost every time. He's been great this game.
And to that point, you're exactly right. Red River shots on net. It's just not the strategy from Tim Scarperud of, hey, as soon as you enter the attacking zone, put it on net and see what can happen. They're moving the puck effectively, and like you said, finding those seam passes, making Grau move from left to right, but he's been able to stop 37 of the 41 shots that have been against him. Shot stats through 2 periods of play are 41-10 in favor of Red River. Ryland Corinta stopping all 10 shots against him. We talked about the face-offs in that first period. 11-6 was the difference in that opening frame. Red River starting to really spread out their margin in the second period. 14-2 in the face-off dot in that second period, and that's really just allowed them, with Devils Lake having tired legs on the ice and the pressure that Red River has been applying, to continue that possession that they've had all game long, and it starts in the face-off circle.
Yeah, if you're winning 70% of face-offs or whatever that comes out to be, I mean, you think of it like this. I mean, every face-off's a 50-50 puck, right? You could win that draw, you could lose that draw. But if you're losing 70% or, again, whatever, face-offs, you're starting off that many shifts where now you're chasing the puck. Mm-hmm. And Red River starting off the opposite number of shifts where now they're in possession of the puck. We saw Ross goal come off a face-off. We saw Arian have a nice chance off the face-off. But, I mean, it's just about puck possession and controlling it rather than having to chase for the first 20, 30 seconds of a shift. By the time you get it back, your shift's over. Now you got to get off the ice.
Impressive face-off numbers for Red River, and like you just illustrated, the impact that has on the game. Good job by Red River centers Griffin Hoganson, Caden Ulmer, Thor Seeger also getting in the face-off circle as well for the Rough Riders. 25-8 in that category. Quality scoring chances, also something that's recorded in the scorers table below us inside of the penalty box. 9-1 in favor of the Rough Riders in that category. It feels like maybe the Firebirds have a couple of more than just one quality scoring chance, but maybe they don't count those long-range shots that are deflected.
Yeah, I don't know. Those both seem low.
They really do.
I think Devils Lake's probably had 2 or 3 because, again, I can think of 2 that were pretty close calls, but for Red River, I mean, I think Field Grouse had to make 20 big-time saves. Is that unrealistic?
I think that's more accurate than 9, for sure.
Yeah.
A little conservative in the quality scoring department, but we will not question it. Very happy to receive these box scores after each period and then, of course, after the game, of course. But that is our second intermission report, brought to you once again by High Plains Water and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. After 2 periods of play, it's the Rough Riders leading the Firebirds 4-0. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have period number 3 and our coverage of EDC hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
Welcome back to our coverage of Grand Forks Red River hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. That will do it for our intermission reports here tonight. Zamboni off the ice. We're just moments away from starting this third period inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. Those intermission reports brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water. We have one scoring update from around the state to provide you. We started a little early here tonight in Grand Forks, a 6 o'clock puck drop. Fargo North, however, is off to a 1-0 lead as they're hosting West Fargo Cheyenne inside of the Coliseum. Fargo North scoring just 10 seconds into that game, according to our sources on NorthDakotaHighSchoolHockey.com. So we'll keep an eye on those matchups and provide as many updates as we possibly can in our post-game show immediately after our coverage of this matchup between Red River and Devils Lake. As we enter period number 3, Ryan, well-respected coach, Let's put ourselves into the Devils Lake locker room right now. The head coach for Devils Lake, Landon Swenson. Maybe let's focus on some things. You're going to want to look at the good, and then you're going to want to touch on the bad as well. What can they look at as good tape, and what are areas that they were going to want to improve on?
Much better second than first. I thought they played a little more juice. Now, the only issue is the results didn't come with that, right? I mean, there's still 10 shots through 2 periods, and so that's not going to be enough. You're in a tough spot. You're down 4. You're probably going to have to start taking some chances if you're going to get some goals. You need 4 of them.
Yep.
Which then obviously opens you up on the back end for Red River to counter at you and come down odd mans and whatnot. So we'll see what they come up with here. But you know, they can build on what they did in the second and take it in the third. But they're going to need a lot more if they want to come back in this game.
We'll pull this drive for the title up once again. Devils Lake having a solid season. We mentioned it during the pregame show. They started their season 7-2. They'll have 4 games remaining after tonight, coming into tonight's action with an 8-7 record, likely to fall to an overall 500 record on the season. They went on a 6-game losing streak through the month of January, then their most recent victory on Tuesday versus West Fargo. They're in the thick of it. Certainly wouldn't be surprised at the end of the Eastern Dakota Conference tournament to see them in the top 4 and playing at state.
Yeah, they got this is a big night for them. I mean, obviously there's games left, there's opportunities, but when you get to this point in the season, every point counts like we talked about. And, you know, if North, and granted that game's, 10 seconds in, so we'll see how it shakes out. But if North wins tonight and Devils Lake doesn't come back here, all of a sudden they're looking up at some teams. So these games all matter.
Coming down towards the end of the regular season in North Dakota high school hockey, the best time of the year and certainly a very busy one for all of us here at KNOX Live Sports. Not the only broadcast we have going tonight. Over at Grand Forks Central, wrestling coverage. Ryan Cunningham on the call as the Knights wrestling program has a rumble, a match versus West Fargo Cheyenne. We'll keep our attention here on the ice, inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex.
We all know that's Ryan's true passion, is wrestling.
He's speaking his native tongue over on the north side here this evening.
You know, he did one last year. I never wrestled, so I don't know the ins and outs very well, but I watched a little bit of it, so I'm like, well, let's see. And he killed it.
Yeah, and Grand Forks Central, from what I understand, has a really solid wrestling program. So please feel free to switch over to that coverage. Red River up by 4. Just 10 seconds into this final period. A fresh sheet of ice. Cam Arian will go D to D to Colin Rost. He'll pass it up the near wing. Ulmer collects it, streaking through center ice. Entering on the near side, his pass is broken up. Good active stick by Weston Strummy to break up that centering feed from Caden Ulmer. Now it's Thomas Lever weaving through the neutral zone. He has it taken off of his stick. Cam Arian. A deflection goes to Blaze Newbert. Attacking on the near side. His shot gets deflected over to the far corner. Devils Lake not able to clear. Cale Gruenberg. His centering feed does find its way to Newbert, and he scores. Grand Forks Red River with just kind of a goal that floated up and over the goaltender. It will be courtesy of Blaze Newbert. I believe we captured that replay.
Boy, of all the goals that have gone in.
We did not capture that replay, unfortunately. But the score is 5-0. And that is, like you mentioned, I mean, the goaltender Matt Grau having himself a terrific game.
You know, that was it was kind of a broken play by Red River. It was a pass from, I think, Gruenberg to the high slot. It didn't find its mark. Somehow, was it Newbert? Newbert got in there, took a whack at it. I think the Devils Lake player put a stick in front of it, and it just kind of floated in a net. Must have changed directions on Grau. He looked like he didn't know where it was at. And it wasn't a hard shot by the time it got to the net.
Must have been deflected and went up and over the goaltender. It's officially Newbert from Gruenberg. Both players getting onto the score sheet for the first time tonight, and Red River has stretched their lead to 5. Staying on the attack, Stetson Brown. Miscommunication. His pass back to the point will go all the way to Corinta, who plays it to the far wall for Holtberg, who moves it forward to the red line. A turnover there for Brown. Brown finds Hoganson. Hoganson's shot save made by Grau. Threat still
save.
not done. Breno putting a shot on net. Glove save by Grau. Making a couple of saves in that most previous sequence.
I mean, the initial save was great on Hoganson, but, first of all, great play by Mason Breno to follow that puck, get the rebound, get himself square, and take the shot, but a really nice save by Grau to kind of stay with that one, because it looked like the play was dead, and Mason Breno kind of came out of nowhere.
Oltberg down low. Banky gets pressed up against the wall. Banky working with Boline. It pokes free. This one will go to Deviere. Deviere works it forward to the far wall for Thomas Connor. Deep back door opportunity. Still back to the point. Shot hits traffic. Red River will collect and clear. Skating with it is Banky. Banky over to the far side. Shot on net there from Red River's Chase Kolka. Misses wide.
Like the play by Kolka there, though. Just come in, change the angle a little bit, snapped a hard shot, just missed the net.
Devils Lake dumps this one below the goal line of Red River. Lucier on the near side. We have a delayed penalty. It will go against Red River. A play away from the puck. It will be a roughing minor going against Rylan Edmond. The senior defenseman for Red River will serve 2 for roughing, and this will be our first look at the Devils Lake RBB electric power play, something we talked about during the pregame show, operating at a 34% success rate on the man advantage this season.
Well, Red River's done a good job of staying out of the box, and that one there is probably one you're going to want back. I mean, well behind the play. It was just a shove that took out the Devils Lake player, and Edmund's going to pay for it.
Riders win the defensive zone draw. Colin Rost, stretch pass, nice to Ulmer. Ulmer back to Newbert. Newbert shot from the near dot is saved by Grau. Good positioning from the senior goaltender, but you saw that one the whole way, Ryan. Ross scooped it up, and at the far blue line was Ulmer, and that developed quite nice for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, we got a goalie situation here. That was a set play. I mean, that's win the draw back and then shoot that seam, and Ross got him perfectly, and nice little give and go there, but Grau stands tall again, and
good touch pass by Ulmer finding Newbert. The goaltender Grau has to come to the bench to make a quick fix to his equipment.
Yeah, it's either a screw or a tooth. I'm not sure what he just handed the coaches, but guessing screw. But
you would think. Who's to say? Braxton Boline crosses center ice. Has it on the far wall, has numbers, pass to the near post, and whacking at it was Weston Strummy. Making the save will be Carinta.
Boy, Weston Strummy was wide open, and I think that pass got just deflected enough and slowed down so Strummy couldn't get good wood on it, but
it kind of looks like awkward contact.
Yeah, he kind of had to go down and get that one. If that thing comes through clean, it's in the net, but hats off to Carinta for kind of sticking with that one and making the save anyway.
Red River wins another defensive zone draw. They steer it all the way to the far side. Whacking this one out to center ice will be Mason Breno. Boline evading pressure up to the Red River blue line for Strummy. Strummy has that one taken away momentarily. Devils Lake maintains possession. Schumacher tries to make his way towards the net, has it taken away. Here comes Hoganson. Hoganson with help. That was Breno, actually. Hoganson streaking towards the net. Shot made, misses wide.
Boy, that's something that'll drive a coach nuts right there. I mean, you saw Mason Breno gets a little bit of a break. It's a one-on-one, and Griff Hoganson skated past 4 Devils Lake players to make it a 2-on-1.
Wasn't picked up at all.
Was not picked up at all.
Devils Lake now with just 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Weston Strummy, as soon as he enters the offensive zone, Griffin Hoganson gains possession. Now he is on the attack, weaving through the defense below the goal line. He'll steer it back high. Sabota works it back down low.
You know, Griff Hoganson, it doesn't even look like he's skating, yet he scoots past guys like they're standing still. I mean, I know he is, but he doesn't look like
it. Just makes it look effortless, doesn't he?
It's effortless when he does that.
Having to kick this one forward was Gruenberg. It will go onto the stick of Red River's Stetson Brown, and he will clear. That should be enough to take the time off of the clock, and it is. We will play 5-on-5. As Devils Lake deflects that one after it crosses the red line. Irian scoops it up behind his own goal line, skates it over to the far wall. Gruenberg has it in his skates. Gruenberg working against traffic. Good forecheck from Thomas Connor, forcing a turnover. Could have been a penalty. Getting taken down in the far corner was Carson Hogness. Instead, it will be Red River with the breakout play. Cale Gruenberg at the Devils Lake blue line loses possession. Red River has to regroup to get onside. Stetson Brown showing his patience. Will give it to Ulmer at the blue line. Ulmer trying to drive wide, loses an edge, falls down. Gruenberg collects it after a Devils Lake defender takes a spill as well. Ulmer back to the point for Irian. Irian's shot gets blocked. Loose puck goes out to center ice. Scooped up by Hogness, and he will dump it deep. Corinta will leave this one for Brown. Irian behind his own net, 11:30 to go. Here in the final period, Red River leading by a score of 5-0, outshooting the Firebirds 46-11. Colin Rost facing pressure from Thomas Lever. Lever then takes a big hit from Griffin Hoganson. Things might start getting chippy here. Cam Irian collects it. He's going to steer it off the near wall out to center ice. Weston Strummy, nice cross ice pass to the far side for Ryland Swenson. Swenson one-timer to Lever's pad save made by Corinta. Red River is able to clear it out to center ice. Play on the near side. Seeger is going to move this one forward. Here's Parker Rost coming in with Beedall. Beedall moves it back. Lucier, the defenseman, in the far corner. Beedall behind the net, working against Weston Strummy, who comes away with it to the near corner. Weston Strummy's pass, no good. Here's an opportunity for Beedall right on top of the crease, and he's hit into the net, and it will jar loose. That will be the cause for our whistle. As all alone down low was Kyler Beedall. Once again, not a whole lot of room to operate there. Unable to really maneuver with his stick handling ability.
Boy, Kyler's making the most of his shifts tonight, isn't he? It seems like every time he's out there, he's
getting a scoring chance.
He's a scoring chance. He's been behind the defenseman probably 2 or 3 times this game, all alone. I mean, in tight, so like you said, not a lot of room to maneuver, but he's been there.
Would love to see him get rewarded on one of these shifts. Shot from McDonald at the near point, hits traffic. It's picked up by Boline. Boline pass to the far wall. Some physicality on the far side there. Brecken Holtberg laying the body. That was Rylan Edmond, rather. Here's Stetson Brown, throws it on net. Whacking at it is Red River. Puck may or may not have went into the back of the net.
He got it with his glove somehow.
Oh,
I have no idea how he saw that or how he got his glove on it, but he did.
Unbelievable. I thought maybe it would have been in the back of the net, but hey, it came after the whistle anyway. But you saw it was under the glove of the senior goaltender, Matt Grau, the whole time.
I mean, falling backwards, legs over his head, and it might have been after the whistle, but it's still, the fact that he got his glove on it was incredible.
Grau had 40 saves in the first meeting between these two teams. Earlier this month, he's already up to 43. Looking to make more. Stetson Brown in the slot, misses high. Comes to the near side. Hoganson will work it down low against Cole Thompson. Thompson working against Hoganson. Devils Lake clears all the way down. Icing is waved off. Holtberg with plenty of room to skate. Holtberg going coast to coast, looking for a centering feed before he goes behind the net. It's broken up, and then hopping on top of it will be Grau, so we will get a stoppage with 9:20 to go here in the final frame.
Boy, Holtberg just kind of fanned on that pass, didn't he? I mean, he just missed it, looked up, and puck rolled off his stick. But tell you what, when Brecken Holtberg starts skating, he's as smooth as anybody. Whether it's north-south or when he walks the line east-west, he's fun to watch.
19 points on the season for Holtberg, the senior assistant captain defenseman, having a breakout year offensively, and on that last shift, easy to see why. Gruenberg crashing the net there. Covering it up will be Grau. Coughs it up right after the whistle. 9:01 to go here in the third.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he goes, 140 feet with the puck, and you watch him skate, and you're like, could you just do this every time if you wanted? He doesn't. He's more of a stay-at-home guy, so that's just kind of his game. But
and it feels like a lot of these Red River defensemen have that skating ability to just be a one-man breakout at any given time.
Yeah, they can all move a little bit. It's nice having a decor where everyone's mobile and, like you said, can just kind of get you out of a jam with their feet sometimes.
Here's Holtberg. Holtberg gets stepped up at the near circle, but here's Gruenberg's shot, misses wide. Goes all the way to Holtberg at the far blue line. His shot from the point gloved by Grau. Devils Lake is able to clear, break out to Riggin. Riggin to the near side for Hogness. His shot gets deflected by Holtberg, goes over to the far wall. Schumacher will throw it below the goal line of Red River. Holtberg cross ice pass to Gruenberg. Gruenberg making a move at the blue line, putting on the brakes, looking to get connected with Ulmer. Ulmer will give it back to Gruenberg at the far wall. Gruenberg's shot, more dumping it into the near corner. Irian looking for a centering feed. Here's an opportunity for Red River. It got deflected. Taking that shot was Caden Banky. And we'll have a media timeout with 8:02 remaining here in period number 3. Red River leading over Devils Lake by a score of 5-0, part of our coverage of North Dakota high school hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Welcome back to our coverage of Red River hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. That media timeout sponsored by Eagles Crest Bar and Grill. Make sure to check out their Sunday brunch special. Eagles Crest Bar and Grill connected to the clubhouse at Kings Walk Golf Course in South Grand Forks. Riders with an offensive zone draw upcoming. Thor Seeger takes it and he wins it back to Rost. Far side shot. We've seen that one before. This time it's saved. Irian with the shot.
Same two defensemen. It's the third time we've seen it.
Here's Colin Rost. Working the near side, moving it forward along the near wall. Weston Strummy takes it away at his own blue line. Then he'll cough it up. Chasing it to the far corner will be Chase Kulka. Comes to the near corner. Boline throws on the brakes. Boline gets taken down. No call on the ice. Gets up in stride, still with possession, then delivers a nice pass to the neutral zone. Strummy unable to hold on to it. Ross takes it away for the Riders. He rings it around to the near half wall. Waiting for it is Cade Banky. He gives it to a streaking Seeger. Seeger looking to put on a move. He'll drive wide, go behind the net, looking to give it back to the point. Fans on his initial pass. Gets hit in the far corner. Red River trying to move it towards the net, not able to do so. Here come the Firebirds coming back the other way. Here's Hayden Volk, his shot save made by Corinta. Rebound goes to the far side, Strummy. Strummy then gives this one to Volk. His shot once again from the high slot, another pad save. Long range deflection misses wide. Getting a tip out front there was Brody Hodus. Irian skating up along the near wall. He'll flip it out to center ice. Boline goes D to D, just out of reach for Griffin Hoganson. Now Hoganson gets possession. He enters the attacking end. He has his pocket picked from behind. Good active stick there for Devils Lake's Braxton Deviere. Centering feed gets broken up. Puck still loose. Hoganson whacks at it. Puck is still loose. Breno chases it down, works it to the far hash marks. Griffin Hoganson in stride, near side, Lucier, his shot just misses. He had that top near corner picked out.
Yeah, we saw where he was looking. He just missed.
Hoganson in the slot. Red River buzzing now, whacking at it on the far post, but Grau makes yet another save. Sprawling in the blue paint. Looked like Devils Lake's feet were in cement on that last shift. Red River just buzzing offensively.
Well, they had tried to go off for a change. I don't know if you saw it down here, but they tried to go off for a change, but an odd man was coming back their way. They sent them to stay on the ice, and so they had to stay, and ended up being an extra, 25, 30 seconds of
that'll do it.
Opportunities for Red River.
Rylan Edmonds' shot will go out of play. Gets deflected at the point.
By the way, that's his 50th save of the night, or 49th for Grau, and that was a good one. Great play by Brown on that last one. He fought through a hard stick check to get to the net, kind of battled for a rebound that Grau was able to turn away, but a really good effort by Brown on that play.
Hoganson, after the offensive zone draw, has it on the far wall. He takes it down low, gives it to Stetson Brown. Stetson Brown trying to cycle it back down low, will hold the zone after coughing it up momentarily to Nash Riggin. Now Riggin pressing Breno up against the far wall. Hoganson gets possession. His pass goes into the skate of Edmond. He'll have to retreat to center ice. Lucier's pass was in his skates. Red River on the defense. Here's Hogness up top. Hogness trying to get it down low. A shot from Schumacher gets deflected. Hoganson has possession in the near corner. Red River with open ice will just flip this one out to the red line.
Yeah, they wanted a change there too.
Nash Riggin will dump this deep. Instead, it goes onto the stick of Hogness. His shot gets blocked, goes over to the far corner. Here's Caden Ulmer with speed through center ice. Ulmer to Gruenberg. Gruenberg back to Ulmer. He's forced to the far corner. Ulmer working back towards the top. His pass to the middle might be considered ill-advised, leads to a turnover. Here's Hogness streaking in. Good positioning and high hockey IQ there from Carinta to come out of his net to make that play to negate what could have been an opportunity on the rush for Devils Lake.
Yeah, I love when goalies come out and make plays like that. Fun to watch, and it's a nice tool. When you got a goal, you can rip the puck up the ice. I tell my goalies all the time, if you can make that play, do it anytime you can. It's a free out.
Here's Ulmer. Red River has the puck taken out of the offensive zone. They'll regroup, dump it deep to the far corner. Taking it is Cole Thompson. He'll whack it up the far wall. Icing is called off. It was tipped. Weston Strummy chasing it. Sabota prevents him from providing a centering feed. Comes back to the point for Cole Thompson. He gets taken down. Holtberg at the far half wall working against Strummy. Strummy takes his spill. And a centering feed there gets deflected right onto the stick of Red River's Blaze Newbert. He'll cross the red line and dump it deep. The Riders will go for a change on the fly. Providing pressure in the far corner is Kyler Beadle. Kyler Beadle getting some support from Parker Rost. Devils Lake exiting that scrum with possession, but not able to clear. Cole Thompson will retreat. D-to-D pass to Boleen. Boleyn's clearing attempt no good. He'll have a second chance. This time he flips it high and all the way to the Red River blue line. Ross, nice stretch pass. Finds Beadle. Beadle in the slot, trying to get it over to Ross. Threat still not done. Shot coming. That one coming from Seeger. Seeger's shot misses wide. He gives it back to Ross, and his attempt from the point will be deflected and go up into the netting with 2:50 to go here in the third period. There was another chance for Beadle. A good stretch pass. I believe that was Ross or Irian.
It was Ross. That's the one aspect of Cullen's game that I really love. I mean, he likes to insert himself offensively. He likes getting on the rush. He does all that. But when he kind of sits back there in the neutral zone, deep in the neutral zone, and makes those passes, he's like Tom Brady back there. He just finds seams. He's so good at that. Also fun to watch him out with his brothers. So Parker 16, Parker Ross. Fun to see the brothers getting in on it.
Out on the ice at the same time. Here's Schumacher not able to clear. Lucier's shot trying to get it inside the near post. Blocker save is made by Grau. Comes to the near hash marks.
Had Lucier looked twice on that short side. Both times he's been really close. Missed the net the last time. That was just a stick save by Grau.
Dialing in his aim. Breno works it back to the far side. McDonald looking to get on the near side. It's deflected and goes in. Red River is able to score, and that one is going to go to number 3, Alex McDonald. And you can see
They're chasing the puck down.
Exactly right. Let's look at that replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Alex McDonald from the far point after a big scrum on the near wall, throwing it towards the front of the net. It gets deflected and goes into the back of the net. off of a Devils Lake defender,
Yeah,
I'd imagine.
Must have been. So maybe not how you draw up your first goal, but they don't ask how.
It's his first career
They
goal
just ask
for
how
Alex
they-
McDonald, the senior defenseman who was inserted in the lineup against Thief River Falls. Remember talking to Tim Scarperud. He said, hey, this is a reward for how hard he works
good
every
to
day
hear.
in practice. A senior defenseman getting rewarded with his first career goal. We don't know that officially, but given
it
how
was.
his teammates were
It
picking
for
up
sure
that
was.
puck, looking for a memento that will no doubt be wrapped in white tape and labeled as his first career goal here on January 29th, 2026.
All right, here's Beadall again. Let's see what he's got here.
Beadall trying to get connected with Rost. Loose puck collected. We're in running time. Just a minute and a half remaining in the hockey game. Holtberg. Good deflection
Great
by
effort
Beadall.
by Beadall.
Gets it to Rost. Rost puts on the brakes. He throws it below the goal line. Seeger will give chase, but it will be Hayden Volk skating it out of his defensive zone. Volk going coast to coast, trying to make a move at the Red River blue line. Has it poked away, goes on to the stick of Kolka. Kolka trying to move that one forward to Seeger. Boline traces it down. Looking for a stretch pass. It goes all the way down. And electing to hop on top of this one is going to be Rylan Carinta with 50 seconds remaining in the hockey game and running.
Yeah, not a bad play just to take the face off, get about 20 seconds off this clock.
Red River just methodically picking apart Devils Lake all night long. They're going to be on their way to improving their record on the season to 14-5. Only one regular season game remaining for Red River. 2 regular season games remaining, rather. Starting next Thursday at Fargo North. And then the following Tuesday, February 10th, will be the regular season finale at home here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex, where the Rough Riders will host Fargo Shanley. A shot from Lucier is gloved by Grau, and that will do it. Grand Forks Red River gets an Eastern Dakota Conference victory over Devils Lake by a score of 6-0 on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. That will move us to the post-game show. But first, we'll hear a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back and break down tonight's action. A 6-0 win for the Rough Riders on KNOX.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray Advantage.
We are now in the postgame show, folks, after a 6-0 win for Red River over Devil's Lake in the Eastern Dakota Conference matchup. This postgame show brought to you by Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm, and also the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins. Let's start by bringing you through a scoring summary and showing you the highlights that we have available here for you. And then we'll take a break and then come back and hand out a couple of awards, and that will wrap up our broadcast here tonight in Grand Forks, a 6-0 win for Red River. Let's bring it all the way back to period number 1 at the 5:01 mark of that opening frame. It was a Griffin Hoganson goal, hammering home a feed from Stetson Brown on the far post. The secondary assist given credit to Caden Sabota. That opened the scoring for the Rough Riders. They were able to score just 2 minutes and 3 seconds later off of the face-off. A good set play. Caden Ulmer winning the draw. Back to Cam Arian. He slides it to Colin Rost. And Ryan, that's something that we saw more than once tonight.
We saw 3 or 4 times those two kind of going back and forth. One-timers from the blue line.
And now we will move forward and pressure at the blue line to the second period. To the near side, and Breno has it at the top of the near circle. The assist coming from Mason Breno, one-timer at that spot, rebound, and it's a goal. Grand Forks Red River hammers it home on the man advantage, and it is 3-0.
Caden Sabota in the perfect spot for the rebound.
Here is Red River just 2 minutes and 9 seconds later, making it 4-0. Stetson Brown gets this one. The assist coming from Mason Breno.
Like that one too.
Another good play for Red River. They score 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and then they score with just 54 seconds into the third. We did not capture that replay. It was Blaze Newbert scoring with an assist from Cale Gruenberg. That made it 5-0. Then our final goal of the game we have for you here, and it was scored by Alex McDonald. Even strength, unassisted, and what we speculate to be his first career goal for the senior defenseman. That is our final tally of the game. 6-0, final on our All-True Health System scoreboard. Red River defeating Devil's Lake here tonight inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. That scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. They light the lamp, and indeed it does shine brighter. Trust the employee-owned electrical company for all of your home projects and commercial builds. Ryan, just a really meticulous effort tonight from Red River.
You know what? I was just really impressed with a lot of what Red River did. I mean, the defensive zone, the breakouts were great. I thought neutral zone, I thought they were really clean, really solid, really smart with the puck. And then offensively, I mean, they put up 60 shots. They could have had 10 goals very easily. They got 6, whatever. That's probably the one thing you critique tonight was, hey, we probably got to finish a few more of those. But put up 60 shots, and just the passing, the plays they made, I just thought they were really, really good tonight.
Really good performance for Grand Forks, and you mentioned it perhaps after our second period of action in that second intermission report, talking about how Red River was just dominating in every area of the ice, really playing really disciplined hockey in the defensive zone, just providing really good pressure in the neutral zone, and then being tenacious consistently offensively, and that is what resulted in Red River winning what will ultimately be, this is going to be Red River's 6th game in a row with a win, so their winning streak stretched to 6, outscoring their opponents in that span 41-8. Red River
is that
really
good?
I'd say that's pretty good. Is now a good time to start playing your best hockey? Of course it is. And Red River will just have 2 games remaining in the regular season. Next Thursday against Fargo North in Fargo, and then the following Tuesday, February 10th versus Fargo Shanley here in Grand Forks. We'll have coverage available for you on that one on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're going to take one final break of this broadcast, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to hand out some awards, breaking down this action between the Riders and the Firebirds on KNOX.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to our post-game coverage, our final segment, getting ready, breaking down the action between Red River and Devil's Lake. The Riders beating the Firebirds by a score of 6-0. This post-game show brought to you by the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins on South Washington in Grand Forks. And also Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. We just have 2 final awards to hand out, and then we'll wrap this broadcast up. Starting off with our Finest Auto Trim cover of the game. We don't have a specific highlight to show you, but we'll give a shout out to, it's very rare that you see an individual award handed out to the losing team, but when you talk about the best individual defensive performance tonight, how do you not give it to Matt Grau, making 50 saves tonight, 53 total saves did the senior goaltender. So because of that effort, he will be the recipient of tonight's Finest Auto Trim cover of the game. Big or small, they will cover it all. Going to Matt Grau, the senior goaltender for Devil's Lake. And then that leaves us with just one final award to hand out, which will be our player of the game, our PS Garage Doors player of the game. Ryan Kuntz, who do you got?
All right, I'm going to go off the beaten path a little bit. I'm going to go Stetson Brown.
Nice.
Stetson Brown tonight had the assist in the first goal, had the nice goal, I think it was the fourth one, so kind of factored in when the game was still, in doubt. And I thought he played a really good game. Aside from the points that he produced, I thought just he had a jump in his step tonight. He was forechecking like crazy. He was around the net all night. He made a ton of good plays. So let's go Stetson Brown as our player of the game tonight.
Well, that gives us an opportunity to pull up the highlight from that first goal that you mentioned, set up by Brown, basically putting it on a tee for Griffin Hoganson. Brown streaking in on the near side, finding Hoganson on the far post. Hoganson's not going to miss that one. Stetson Brown with 1 goal and 2 assists tonight, and he is also the recipient of tonight's PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. The PS stands for Pride in Service. That'll do it for our coverage of Grand Forks Red River hockey tonight on the KNOX Live Sports Network. Final 6-0 in favor of Red River. So from Sam Jensen, Ryan Kuntz, Kirsten Spanger, and also our leader, Ryan Cunningham. Have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow, Red River versus Central, boys high school basketball.